Everybody's looking for a hero. I am not a hero. That was a part. I played the part. I'm not that man.
Hands down, he was Superman from day one.
I realized that if I could pull off this part, it would change my life.
John Houseman said, Mr. Reeve, it is very important to become a serious classical actor. Unless, of course, they offer you a load of money to do something else.
He convinced me when I first met him that he would fly.
Doing things with my dad, it was all about activity and action. Riding bikes, playing soccer, skiing.
Carpe diem, Al!
My dad was very competitive, and he didn't necessarily slow down.
We said goodbye, and he gave this wave. That was the last time I saw him on his feet.
Hi and welcome back to Real Reviews, where today I'm diving into Superman, the Christopher Reeve story. This is a documentary about the iconic actor who took on Kal-El, took on Clark Kent, was plucked from theatrical obscurity in 1978 and became an overnight sensation. Not only that, but he went on to make 3 more films in the red, white and blue, the, shall we say, DC comic book colours, but also went on to create some iconic roles that ultimately got overlooked or shunned by audiences who could never look beyond that typecasting. So let's dig a bit deeper and find out what all the fuss is about.
Mr. Reeve currently has no movement or spontaneous respiration.
Superman, crazy. Just that simple little thing over the horse.
I'd ruined my life and everybody else's. I won't be able to ski, sail, throw a ball to Will. Won't be able to make love to Dana. Maybe we should let me go.
She came flying in, and she just yelled, "I love you. I love you."
And then she said the words that saved my life. You're still you, and I love you.
He and Robin were such good friends because they could match each other.
Robin also had struggles that he dealt with his whole life, and I think that they both were aware of darkness.
Brother Chris is fighting like crazy. When you find people who fight like that but still keep their humanity, that gives you great hope.
So through the use of extensive archive footage from family home movies and behind the scenes footage from Superman movies and any number of other, shall we say, access points the directors could get their hands on, this Superman story, this Christopher Reeve documentary really does come alive. You've got some extensive, heart-wrenching, heartfelt voiceover which goes alongside many of the montage scenes, and you get input from actors including Jeff Daniels, Glenn Close, Susan Sarandon, and obviously there is the overwhelming presence of Robin Williams in some of the archive footage as well, which also makes it a little bit more, shall we say, tragic in terms of the moments which audiences potentially have lost and what these actors could have brought. But there is so much more beyond that. And this is what makes up the meat and potato of Superman, the Christopher Reeve story. So let's dig a bit deeper.
That is tough because I can feel him, but he can't feel me.
It must have been hell for my mom, too, knowing what she had lost.
I felt I needed to do something, not just for myself, but for everyone else in the same condition.
The fact that Superman was in a wheelchair and was willing to go public with it was huge.
Help is on the way.
The Christopher and Dana Reeve Paralysis Act.
People are literally walking because of him.
So the overwhelming thing which comes through this documentary is that sense of hope and sort of love and the way that ultimately the accident which left Christopher Reeve paralysed from the neck down in 1995 through to his untimely death in 2004, it really brought the family together. His children, Will, Alexandra and Matthew, run the foundation. They run the Dana and Christopher Reeve Foundation for Spinal Research. I'm sure that's not entirely correct in terms of title, but they've raised millions and millions of dollars, and as a result of that, this foundation has basically funded things which have allowed people with these injuries to ultimately to start walking again, or at least very much go onto the road to recovery and make their quality of life so much better. And this is what Reeve ultimately became. He became this symbol, this icon. He moved away from the typecasting of Clark Kent and Superman and became this political activist, this icon for hope, and sort of this incredibly courageous figurehead for anybody who experienced disability on any level. And that's what comes through in this documentary. Yes, it's great for anoraks. Yes, it's great for Superman fans and anybody who loves that sort of thing. And yes, you do get an incredible amount of detail and insight into the man himself. But ultimately what you come away with, having watched the documentary, is this feeling that anybody can achieve anything, and there are hope and persistence and being courageous and pushing through. Really, it can amount to a great deal. So on that note, I'm going to dive into my rating. Let's do that.
What is a hero? My answer was that a hero is someone who commits a courageous action without considering the consequences. Now my definition is completely different. I think a hero is an ordinary individual who finds the strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles.
I wouldn't have missed this for the world.
So I'm going to be giving Superman, the Christopher Reeve story, a 5 out of 5 on the big old 5 scale, because really this is one of the most quintessentially perfect documentaries I have ever seen, bar none. Maybe the one about Hunter S. Thompson, which is Gonzo, or maybe the Woody Allen documentary, which is, again, a really incisive thing. But this comes top of the pile. So I really do advocate you track it down, watch it. If it comes out on Blu-ray, buy it, have it on your shelf. It's really important. On that note, I'm going to dive into my trailer. Let's do that. And so it is that you've reached the end of the video review for Superman, the Christopher Reeve story, which will be broadcasting on Max this Saturday, December 7th, 2024, and hopefully, fingers crossed, will be on Blu-ray for you to buy in the near future. So if you've liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Failing that, you can always just drop a comment in the comment box below and I will respond. And finally, just subscribe so that every Tuesday and every Saturday when I drop another one of these videos literally into your lap, then you'll get a little notification and you can pop in and watch or listen to as much or as little as you like, and then go about your day. In the meantime, maybe pop over to the Patreon page or check out the channel. Thank you. Cheers now. Bye.